TUGS Audio Productions present Chimera, written by Louis Mack.
The tugboat, for its size, is the most powerful craft afloat. And the star tugs are the power behind the docks and waterways that make up the Bigg City port. This is TUGS.
Since the days of sail and into the age of steam, sailors have passed about myths and legends born from the sea. Once, when I was a junior midshipman on a tramp steamer west of Sumatra, we encountered a derelict freighter, which drifted between us for 2 hours before vanishing into the thick fog. And when out on the ocean alone, such encounters can take on the air of the supernatural. One time early in April, I'd sent Top Hat and Sunshine down the coast to deliver new fittings for the St. Mary's Point Lighthouse. As the seasons changed, freak storms and strange weather phenomena would suddenly spring up, and the Cardona Lighthouse had been badly damaged in one such storm, hence the unusual job. It was a hot Monday evening as the two tugs finished their delivery and began making the 3-hour journey back to Bigg City. The air was heavy and electric.
Well, I still didn't see why Captain Sodor is slipping along this coastal run. That kind of work is more suited to Hercules.
Well, Hercules was busy escorting out that new aircraft carrier for the Navy, the Park Avenue.
Well, if I could see Captain Stark and expect an earful.
I'm sure he can. Anyway, what's the bother? It's perfect sailing conditions. We just have to follow the shoreline to Bigg City. The current's practically pushing us along as it is. And look at this ocean. It's as flat as a mill pond. Even you, if you head up there in a cloud, should see that.
All I can see from up here, my dear Sunshine, smart Alex Switcher, who's blissfully unaware of the storm clouds I can see building up off our seaward side.
Where did that come from? Shipment forecast was for clear weather this morning.
Yes, seems some fool at the Met Office forgot to carry the 2 again.
I don't know. I mean, the weather reports are usually fairly accurate.
Whatever the reason, as the two tugs moved down the coast, the thunderheads on the horizon built higher and higher, and eventually overtook them.
Would you get a load of this? Oh yes, I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain.
Yes, very enjoyable, I'm sure. Did you hear that?
Did I hear what?
I thought I just heard something.
Yeah, give us a second to listen, man. No, nothing.
Strange. I definitely heard it. Off to our port side.
Here, Top Hat. Where are we?
North of Bigg City, where else?
No, I mean, where specifically? I can't see the shoreline in this muck. Can barely see you, in fact.
I don't know. We've still got the cover of the zone, but I can just see the full moon, so we're going the right way, I think.
No, I definitely heard that.
I was right. Off to our port, seaward.
Should we head towards it? If it's a ship, it would be in radio contact with the harbour, surely. We might even be able to tow her into port.
Possibly. Either that or we ignore it and let the current carry us to Bigg City.
Yeah, but in this rain, we might well miss the harbour mouth. and if we keep following the current, that might take us into the estuary and straight into Dunno Rocks.
True. I doubt we'll be able to spot Lily Light's ship in this downpour. Yes, I think you're right, Sunshine. Make for that bell, but go easy just in case.
Keeping their ears peeled and within sight of each other, the two star tugs turned out of the current and made their way towards the bell, sweeping their powerful floodlights through the rain.
Stop reading now.
Oh, we got turned around in this storm for nothing then.
Whoa! What was that?
What's what?
Something just blocked out the moon ahead. Whoa, there it is. I could have sworn something passed over there.
I think your nerves are getting to you, Sunshine. Are we going to have a relapse of that King Neptune malarkey again?
Hey, you can't say much. There! It happened again. Something definitely blocked the moonlight. They're the head, man. King Neptune stirring in his undersea palace.
Don't belittle my intelligence, Sunshine. It was metallic sound. Coupled with that bell, that means...
A ship!
Oh, yes, but there's no need to get that excited.
No, look, a ship!
Good Lord!
Sunshine was right. Directly ahead appeared a great metal bar, rising above them into the darkness. Slowly, the two stars approached it, eyeing the darkened hull that stretched away into the rain.
Oh, it's a ruddy Russian liner, and a big one too. Where'd that come from?
Ahoy! This is the civilian tugboat Top Hat. Is anyone aboard? Sunshine, where are you going? Come back here!
Just a moment. There's a name painted above the anchor alley. Chimera.
Chimera! Ahoy! Ocean liner Chimera! Do you read me? I'm a private tugboat up your starboard bow. She must be derelict.
Aye. Both her anchors are hanging just above the waterline. Looks like she tried to anchor herself but couldn't. Must be drifting.
Well, if that's the case, she's our salvage. I'm sure Mrs. Blair would pay a good price for her. What tonnage would you put her at?
Well, she's turned of the century. 3 funnels, about 700 feet long. I guess about 7,000 tons.
Well, that's what drew us in. Come down after, Sunshine.
Why?
I want to see if she has a port of registry painted at the stern.
You know, how the ship this size ended up drifting down the coast. And by the looks of the rust, she's been adrift of up to 15, 20 years.
It is strange. What the?
Her engines are starting up. You hear that?
Yes. It's coming round her stern.
What the...
Oh, that can't be done! Oh, it's huge.
Oh, Star Tugs.
Well, if it isn't Zebedee and Zip.
Hi, Sunshine. What brings you two out here?
More to the point, what brings you?
What's it to you, sweet child? And get away from our salvage.
Under Section 4, 2 Charlie, of the International Marine Convention in proxy of the Star Tugger Marine Company, I declare myself salver in possession of the ship Chimera, 700-foot passenger vessel found derelict in the high sea.
Very nice.
Hey, shut up, Zip. That 2-4 Charlie stuff won't fly, Top Hat. These aren't international waters.
That's as may be, but the formal declaration of intent to salvage stands.
You heard first. Finders keepers.
Salvers keepers.
What was that?
The current is pulling on the propellers and turning the engine shafts. They're not gimmering, Zip. Now, look here, stars. We found the ship first. Now legal backing is all well and good, but out here on the water, who's going to back you up?
Look, a ship this size drifting in sea lanes is a navigational hazard. Salvage right regardless. Shall we take her in tow? 4 tugs are better than 2 after all.
Yeah, I suppose so, Sunshine.
Only for 50% of the takings. A ship this size should be worth millions in scrap iron.
Nonsense. 25%.
40!
A 1/3 stake, and that's my final offer. You can either help us and take an empty sum back to your precious Captain Zero, or go back empty-pocketed.
Ah, fine, Star. Just fine. 1/3 it is.
With their differences settled for the time being, Top Hat and Zebedee began to make plans to take the Chimera in tow. Sunshine, however, could not shake a feeling of unease.
She's an old lady, that's for certain.
Yeah, I haven't seen a ship like this since the last war.
Yeah, but where's she from?
Port in Home in Canada. It's painted on her stern.
I can up then.
Sunshine, much as I'm sure conversing with Tweedledum there is intelligent and stimulating, we could use our hands here.
Sorry, Top Hat.
So, what do you need?
Can't send 2 lines up to her decks if there's no one up there to help. We're going to tie up to her anchors, tow her in via the anchor chains. We need you to hold the starboard anchor steady while Zebedee ties up.
Right, sure thing.
Zip buffered up underneath the huge anchor, holding it against the Chimera's decaying hull, whilst Top Hat tied off a thick hawser.
Right, that looks secure enough. Take up the slack, Zebedee, and we'll test it. Right, that looks secure. Sunshine, once I'm tied up to the other anchor, we'll need you...
Below there! Look out!
What?
Pass on the tail line!
The old anchor chain had snapped under the strain, sending the heavy anchor crashing down onto Zip's bow, before sliding off into the water. Zebedee cast off before the weight dragged him under, but Zip was not faring as well.
Oh no. Oh no, I'm sinking. Shipping water.
You daft idiot, Zip. Why'd you hang round over and over angle obstruction? Here, let's look at that damage.
It was bad. Zip's bow was crumpled like a discarded sardine can, and he was rapidly taking on water.
We better get him back to Bigg City fast.
If I could get Zip back to port, I would, but we're lost. That's how we ended up here. We were resupplying an oil tank and got turned round and stub.
Hey Zip, hold it there for a second. I've got an idea.
I'm not exactly going anywhere.
Sunshine moored up alongside Zip and rigged up multiple lines between them before drawing them tight, using his own buoyancy to prop the other switcher up.
There, that's the worst of the damage in the water. Can your pumps bail out the rest of the flood?
Yes, I think so. Thanks, Sunshine.
We'll have to stay lashed up like this, but it should get us back to Bigg City okay.
Hey, good thinking, Star. Thanks. Right, Top Hat, are we going to try and take this hulk in tow then, with the other anchor?
Yes, I'll secure the anchor this time. You'll have to tie yourself off.
Have you still got steam, Zip?
My boiler went out, but the pilot light's still burning. I'll have pressure up soon. Did you hear that scream?
What?
That anchor would have fallen on my head, but before it fell I heard someone scream warning from above me, and I jolted back. Saved my neck, they did.
But anyone calling from above would have been calling from...
The Chimera.
I think you might have been imagining things, Zip. Right?
Yeah, I guess it must have been.
Right then, tied off. Ready to pull together, Star?
Yes, but gently. If we lose this anchor, we lose the entire ship. Half ahead, slow.
That's it. You've got her.
Come on, Zip. We'll be left behind.
Trailing the dead bulk of the Chimera, Top Hat and Zebedee pulled away into the storm, Sunshine and Zip following alongside.
Alright, Star. Question for you. What does Chimera mean?
A thing of immortal make. Not human, lion fronted and a snake behind, a goat in the middle, snorting out a blend of terrible flame and light. Almost
In English.
Chimera is a monster.
Tom had groaned as filthy smoke poured from his stack, and then with a final burst of steam, his engine blew itself out.
I blew back in my furnace. I got no power. There's a steam line.
Yeah. Well, am I meant to control this all by myself?
Hey, what's wrong?
Lord Star Almighty has blown out his firebox and vented all his steam. He's as dead in the waters that ship.
But what could cause a blowback out here on the open ocean?
The ship. I don't know how that ship is causing this. The anchor, the blowback, those noises, maybe even this weather.
Yeah, whatever colour of smoke and sunshine. I want some too.
No. Captain Star wants to talk about deep ocean currents. And when they collide, they can cause freak weather, electromagnetic storms, and every kind of strange stuff imaginable. Well, with all that's happened, man, and right in the middle of all is this ship.
That's a scientific phenomenon, Sunshine, and you're lending it supernatural providence.
The Chimera, look. There's smoke coming from her stacks, as if she's making steam.
Without Top Hat's power to keep it in check, the Chimera was now drifting in the current. Zebedee released the tow line, and freed, the derelict began to turn side onto the flow. Music rising up from her as each porthole lit up with light, revealing her full size and majesty.
Is someone trying to make fools of us?
All fine signs of one and all, and a happy new year to everybody aboard the SS Chimera on this first voyage under the command of Captain Aspect. Happy 1910, everybody!
I was right. She is a ghost ship.
No. We suffered through this with the White Fleet, and I refuse to accept this is anything any different. No!
As the four tugs watched in horror, a chain of lightning bolts struck the Chimera, arcing down her funnels, her rigging, her radio masts, followed by a string of explosions, as one by one her coal bunkers ignited, blowing out windows and portholes, and sending 3 towers of flame, arcing through the funnels into the storm clouds above.
Everybody to the lifeboats! Priority goes to families with children and married couples and individual passengers applying to the crew. All hands abandon ship!
She's calling for help.
Impossible. That ship is a derelict. We all saw it.
That's not a distress. It's a light ship, thanks. Listen, sir.
Then that means Lily and
Tender rocks.
With Zebedee towing Top Hat and the 2 switches lashed together, the 4 tugs drew apart, fighting against the current. The Chimera, however, burning like a funeral pyre and caught in the current, swept straight between them, lighting up the distant shoals that stood raised from the sea like angry teeth.
Oh, she's going onto the rocks.
Broken and battered, the Chimera impaled herself on the rocks, settled for a moment before her boilers failed and she was blown apart from the inside.
Well, that was quite a show.
We should alert the Coast Guard. Send out a rescue party.
Yes, the storm's breaking up now. Let's get back to Bigg City and report this CSC.
a rescue won't do much good. I'm telling you, that ship wasn't stealing wood.
It was a strange convoy that steamed into Bigg City port that night. The 4 tugs, 2 out of action, limping home together, and babbling about a ship wrecked on Dender Rocks. The Coast Guard went out straight away to mount a rescue, and by the morning the first reports came back in, onto the Star Pier.
No wreckage near the rocks or in the estuary, and Lily Lightship's radar reports no large ships passing nearby in the night.
Impossible! The ship has at least 17,000 tons. How can it wreck itself and not leave any trace?
The facts remain, Top Hat, that Lily only recorded you four passing in the night. Apparently you were drifting into the rocks, and she had to sound you off with her klaxon.
What were you doing fooling around near Dender Bank anyway? You can't claim you didn't see them on such a clear night.
Hey, now wait here. We had wind, rain, thunder and lightning on a trip back to Bigg City.
Yeah, and I got whacked with an anchor. Look at my hull.
Last night was clear with a half moon and mild swells. And frankly, I'm wondering if Zip just rammed himself into a cliff face and you're just trying to cover up his negligence with this inept story. He's fouled himself up before, after all.
Sir, what would we stars have to gain from covering up a Z-Stack's mistake?
Watch it, Sunshine, or I'll have you all charged with wasting my time and resources.
We'll all collaborate and corroborate the same story. We saw a seemingly derelict vessel wreck itself and explode on Dender Rocks. A 3-stack passenger liner under a Captain Asquith.
Can you repeat the name of that officer, Top Hat? And the vessel's name?
Captain Asquith, sir. And the ship was the Chimera.
Coast Guard, sir. I'm afraid these tugs have clearly been wasting your time. I'll gladly compensate you for your efforts, however.
Very well, Captain Star. You will hear from us about this.
With all respect, sir, Captain Zero will not be happy.
What did she look like?
Pardon, sir?
The Chimera. What did she look like? Was she still the jewel of the seas?
You mean, sir, you believe us, sir? Captain Star, sir? Sir?
Yes, Sif, I believe you. And you and Zebedee needn't worry. I'll sort out any difficulties with Captain Zero. Now, so you all understand my reaction, know this. The Chimera was my former command. She was a liner lost on New Year's Eve in 1909. She was captained at the time by a colleague of mine.
Hello. What's all this then?
About face, 10 cents. Lord Stinker's waiting for you at the municipal dump.
Isn't what are you doing that, sir?
Then go deliver fuel oil to Lily, harass Zoran, or park yourself at the harbour mouth and look pretty. Just go.
Aye, sir. Right away, sir. I'll go for Zoran now, sir. Yes, sir. Right, sir. Yes. Blimey. Bloody stepping on you. You've got to expecting a close story.
10 cents was righter than he knew. Many years ago, I had captained the Chimera, the finest ship in these waters, until she was lost under my successor, Captain Asquith, after he and everyone aboard abandoned her in a freak storm. Whatever happened by the Chimera was never known, but I think Sunshine had the right idea. Maybe some freak confluence of the ocean currents sent the 4 tugs back to that mysterious night. But I prefer to think that instead, it rose the Chimera from some watery grave for a final attempt to make safe harbor. Either way, I consider it a comfort that she isn't some desolate hulk, drifting the ocean alone with her fate unknown, but is instead now at eternal peace.